what you can add. Yeah, just like Tess comes to us. She just stays at the back and sometimes she just sits out a whole exercise because it just doesn't work with her knees. And just adapt. Yeah. And the thing with core is maybe hold things a little longer or you do more reps. So if it hurts you, you just don't. Yeah, you just got to listen to your body more if you come to a core class. Oh, now yoga. Brenda does yoga classes here. So these are bolsters for relaxation and stretching. And then she has blocks, but sitting on your butt if you can't reach the floor. Yes. So her classes are here. Timetable. Yes. Yeah, so you get an email once they've decided made all the changes that they want. I think it's like anything. Just it's expensive to run things. It's only emotion. Yes. Yeah. When I first started, that's what Linda said to me. She said, one class is great here, but two, she said, you'll notice. You do 2 a week, and then the more you do, of course. But that distance between 1 and 2 is amazing.
I was doing 4 last week for a long time. So I had surgery.
Yeah.
And I reckon it's still gets me on stage.
Yes, you would have been strong. Sorry? No, 2? How many weeks left in November? Yep. So let's get started. Grab your ball. If you're at home, welcome. Put your mat out. Plenty of space around you. Nice and, if air, we've got some air circulating. So if you find that's a bit cold, just go into, especially those in the back, because it just comes to the back there. Right, so let's do our posture. We're going to spread those toes. Can you feel both sides of your heels onto the mat? Soften through your knees. Tail goes down. So slight tilt so the tail goes down. Shoulders up, back and down. Engage the core. So lift just gently. You don't need to suck it in. Then chin goes back. Crown of the head lifts and you take a breath in. Breath in through the nose, side out through the mouth. Breath in and out. Stretching through your back. With this one, I want you to stretch as tall as you can and hold it there. Stretch it up and bring it down. Right, drop your chin, lift your toes. Relax shoulders and knees. Toes down, heels up. If you need to go to the wall for balance, do so. Right, lift those toes. When you come up from the heels up, just make sure you got all the toes pressing down into the mat. Getting that balance, nice and slow. If you engage the pelvic floor, engage the core, helps. Here's your last one with the heels. Last one with toes. Right, let's separate just your big toes. Now press those little toes firmly down. Press the big toes down, lift the little toes up. And keep that going. And try and be as strong as you can. Strong feet. Helps with posture, balance. Last one. Now pull the toes towards the heels unless you're cramping. And release. Do that again. Get that little bit of air space under the arch. A couple more. Try not to tense anything else. Right, now we're going to rock side to side. So working with your ankles as to how much movement you get. Now we're going to stretch. You're going to press your toes down. Feel the stretch through the top of the foot. Other side. Again, holding something if you need to, circle your ankle. Spread the toes on your supporting foot. Soften your supporting knee, so don't lock it. Go the other way. And flex and point. Right, we're on the other side. Spread the toes, soften the knee nice and tall out of your hip. Shoulders down from ears, circle. And take it the other way. Flex and point. Right, let's put the feet down. Bend the knees and circle. Keeping the heels down, massaging through the bottom of the feet, warming up through calves and ankles. Let's take the circle the other way. Last one. Right, walking through those feet, trying to get as much movement as you can. Shrug your shoulders to your ears and drop. Breath in, breath out. Last one. Right, we stand and we circle, up, back and down. Bringing in the elbow, circle the elbow on the wall. Straight arm, up and over if you can. If not, swing to the front, swing to the back. Right, push as high as you can towards the ceiling. And now push it into the floor. Feel the stretch through your side, through your shoulder. Breath in, breath out. Right, now take the ball over the head or across the chest if that's more comfortable, and then push away. Right, take it round the sun or stir the pot. Big arm, right round the back. Last one, bringing the ball to the front and squeeze the shoulder blades together, keeping the shoulders down from your ears, stretching through the chest. Right, let's take it right around. Keep that core gently engaged, keep your torso nice and strong. Last one, right, let's work the shoulder. And bringing in that elbow. And forearm. Pressing to the ceiling and pressing to the floor. Breath in, breath out. Right, over the head or across the chest and away. Get your stretch. Round the sun or stir the pot. Bring it to the front. Again, open, keeping the shoulder blades down. Shoulders down, shoulder blades together. And then taking it right around. Last one. Right, feet further apart and we wrap. We look over the shoulder, point the toe. Warming up through our middle, through the lower back, stretching through the hip. If you keep an eye on the ball, then you won't get dizzy. Nice and slow. As you warm up, see if that twist can just go a little more. One more each side. Right, we're back to the front. You're going to stretch through your shoulder. So torso stays still, just working through the arms, upper back. One more each side. Right, feet go out, toes out, 10 and 2, ball goes up. Take a breath, breathing out, you scoop. So you push the knees out over the toes. Try and keep the back straight as you scoop it down. Work with your knees as to how low you can go. Last one. Right, let's put the ball between the palms. Feel the stretch through the wrists, biceps, chest. Walk your feet in, use your ankles. Feet hip width apart, toes forward, come to your toes. Breath in, breath out. Again, as you go up on the toes, all toes pressing into the mat. And then you're going to hold this one up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Right, ball down. Roll shoulders, grab hands, take them down past your tail, pull them back. Just stretch through the shoulders and chest. Right, palms to the front. Scoop the belly, chin to chest, press away. Chin tucks, gets the stretch through the back of the neck, stretching through the upper back, right down to your wrists. Right, bring the backs of the hands to the chest. Take a breath. Breathing out, stir your pot. Keeping your torso strong, just moving those arms, pushing as far away as they'll go. Let's take it the other way. One more. And shake it off. Right, we're going to balance now. So if you need to go to the wall, do so. You may need to do it on one leg twice if your ankle doesn't support. Or just try for strengthening the ankle just to have the foot down. So you've got to start using it, but see how you go. If you feel unstable, just stop. Right, bring the knee up. Shoulders down. Core strong. Hand to the front. Open. If you can, arm out, palm down. Bring the knee back. Palms facing. Foot going out the back, gaze down the carpet. Just go as far as you can. If you can, arms by ears. You stretch through your fingers and toes, keeping the supporting knee soft. Core engaged, bring yourself upright. Knees going to come through. 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Right, let's go the other side. Spread your toes, soften your knee. Try not to sink into your hips. Stand nice and tall. Knee up. Shoulders down. Pelvic floor lifted. Open. Arm out, palm down. Bringing the knee back. Palms facing. Foot out the back, tilt. Again. Arms by ears, palms facing in, stretch through fingers and toes. Bringing yourself upright, bringing the knee up, hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Right, shake it off. Coming to the end of the mat. Do your swivel of your feet. Get your feet hip width apart. Sides of the feet parallel to the sides of your mat. Drop your chin. Just feel the stretch through the back of your neck. Bring your shoulders forward so your hands are dangling in front of your thighs. Engage your core. Abs engaged, pelvic floor lifted. Let the hands drag you down. Nice and slow for your first one. When you get to the bottom, cup your elbows so the weight of the shoulders are falling towards the mat. Rock forward to the balls of your feet. Rock back into your heels. Then find that even balance through your feet, lifting your toes high. Spread them wide. Place them down. Keeping your knees soft, lift your tail up towards the ceiling. Engage your abs so you've got a hollow under your ribs. Keep your eyes open, looking between your legs. Keep your neck nice and long. Give your shoulders a bit of a roll. Let them fall towards the mat. Relax your neck. Give your head a nod. Give it a shake. Let the crown of the head sink. Release those arms. Take a breath. Engage your core before you slowly bring yourself up. Stacking your vertebra as you come. Keeping your hands and head heavy. When you get to the top, big roll of the shoulders. Keep your chin till last. Roll your shoulders back again. Right, let's roll them forward and going down again. Core engaged, hips stacked above ankles. Weight in those hands.
Cupping elbows at the bottom. Take a breath. Breathing out, let the crown of the head sink. And like any stretch, each time you breathe out, see if you can just get a little bit more stretch through the back of the legs, through the butt, but no tension in your upper body. Shake out those shoulders and neck again if you feel you need to. Crown of the head sinks. Release those arms. Take a breath. Engage your core and you're slowly up. Pressing through your feet, keeping your knees soft, quads strong, stacking as you come. Roll shoulders, chin, roll again. Right, one more, take it down. Cupping elbows at the bottom, take a breath. Breathing out, let that crown of the head sink. So how close to your thighs are your ribs? How close to the mat is the crown of the head? Now working with your lower back, take your elbow around past the leg. Come back to the middle, go to the other side. So hips to ankles still, swaying through your upper body, but work with your hips and lower back. Anything's uncomfortable, then stop. Back to the middle, release your elbows. We're going to go into standing cat stretch. So hands are behind the knees or under the toes. Take a breath. Breathing out. Tuck the chin, tuck the tail, suck your belly up. Feel that stretch through your back. Release, palms to mat. Come on down to all fours. And it's come on round to seated. And we're going to go down to the mat. So if you need to hold behind your legs, do so. Otherwise, ball is here, shoulders are down, toes are planted. You turn your sit bones to your ankles. And then tuck your chin and take yourself slowly down. And then ball between the knees, feet on the mat, fingers behind the ears, thumbs down the neck. Give your neck a bit of a massage. And then relax those thumbs on the neck, fingers behind the ears. We're going to do our abs here. So level 1, feet on the mat. Level 2, engage your core before you lift your feet up, flexing the feet to protect your ankle and knee joints. Layer 3, straight legs, heels pressing into the ceiling, toes to nose, tail pressed down. So taking a breath in, breathing out, roll yourself up and reach towards your knees. Breath in, you go back. Breath out, you do it again. Nice and slow. Ribs rolling to hips. Pelvic floor lifted. Abs engaged. If you feel you're straining through shoulders and neck, put your fingers back behind your ears and aim your chin towards your knees. Elbows out just into your peripheral vision. With this one, I want you to hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the head down, put the feet back on the mat. Just worked our upper abs. Now we're going to work our lower abs. So layer 1, we'll take the ball away and bring one leg to tabletop. The other leg, touch the toes down, touch the toes down. So alternate. Layer 2, you've got that ball between the knees. You take your toes down, you lift your knees back up. As you take your toes down, keep your back in a C curve. If you're arching through your back, don't take your toes right to the mat. Now, the further away the toes are from your butt, the harder this is. Lower abs. And then to add an even more challenge, lift your tail when you come to the top. Now, it's not a big roll. It's a lift to work your lower abs. Keeping your shoulders and jaw relaxed the whole time. Keeping that back in a C curve, pelvic floor lifted. And don't swing. It's about using your muscles. 2 more. Last one. Right, feet go down. Arms out from shoulders, palms up, working our obliques. So layer 1, heels up off the mat, toes on the mat. Layer 2, go back to box position. Layer 3, one bent, one straight. You're going to take your knees to one side, keeping your shoulder blades glued to the mat. Breath in at the bottom, breath out. Bring those knees up and over to the other side. So you'll know, keep it going with your breath. You'll know what level to be at. If your shoulder blades lift, go to the level below. Go with your breath, nice and slow. If you're doing can-can, it's bent leg towards the mat. Here's your last one. Right, feet go down. We're going to shoulder bridge now. So shoulder bridge, working our butts, keeping our core engaged. So if having the ball between your knees is aggravating any knee issues, then take the ball away. Otherwise, ball back between the knees. Heels hip width apart. You may be able to feel the back of the heel with the longest fingers. Relax your shoulders and arms. Drop your chin onto your shoulder, just to get a stretch through the side of the neck. Take the chin up over the ceiling, drop it to the other shoulder. And chin is up. Pelvic tilts before we start. Take a breath. Breathing out, tilt the pelvis, tummy button to spine. Now press that lower back firmly into your mat. Breath in, breath out, tilt and press. Pull that pelvic floor up nice and strong. Breath in, breath out, tilt and press. Shoulders and jaw relaxed. Couple more with your breath. Last one. Right, taking it up for our shoulder bridge. Take a breath. Breathing out, tilt the pelvis, tummy button to spine. Now pressing firmly through your feet. Slowly peel your spine up. Nice and slow, in control. When you get to the top, drop your chin towards your chest. Feel your neck is long on the mat. You're a straight line, shoulders, hips, knees in line. Pressing firmly through all four sides of your feet. Feel those toes, both sides of your heels pressing into the mat. Engage the butt, engage the quads. Turn your sit bones to the underside of your knees. Turn your knees towards your toes. Feel those hips. Just lengthen out a little more, but keep your shoulders relaxed. Now you can stay here holding this bridge or come to the balls of your feet. Now watch your ankles with this one. Go down to heels, balls of feet, down to heels, balls of feet. Keep it going. Keeping that straight line, shoulders, hips, knees in line, and then hold on the balls of the feet. Take a breath. Breathing out, squeeze the ball between your knees. Breath in, you release. Breath out, you squeeze. Keep it going with your breath. Use your inner thighs. And this one, squeeze and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, heels down. We're going to come down slowly, go up slowly. Take a breath. Breathing out, bring yourself down. Tail touches, back relaxes in a C curve. Take a breath. Breathing out, imprint that spine, squeeze the butt, push through the feet. Up we go. Breath in at the top, breath out, bring it back down. Couple more with your breath. Press firmly through the feet. Keep the butt strong. Shouldn't be feeling anything in the lower back, no cramping through the back of the legs. Use those glutes. You've got one more. On this last one, hold it up. Bring your hands to balance, palms facing, fingertips to ceiling, but shoulder blades stay down on the mat. Still with that chin to chest to make sure the hips don't drop. If your shoulders allow, arms going overhead and relaxing to the mat. Uncomfortable for your shoulders, bring your arms down beside you. Press through your feet. Squeeze through your butt. Take a breath. The biggest you've taken all day. And then come down on my count. 10, 9, 8. Let each vertebra touch down, one after the other. Tilt the pelvis when you get to the small of the back. Tail touches, back relaxes, arms come over. Engage your core and then bring your knees towards you. Take your ball away. Hug your knees into your ribs as tight as you can as you press your tail towards the top of the mat. Shoulders are down, stretching through those glutes. Flex and point your toes, just get some blood flowing through feet, calves and ankles. Right, let's go into pigeon, 1 foot down. Ankle on the other thigh, flexing the foot to protect your ankle and knee joints, hand to the bent knee. Now push that knee as far away as you can. Feel the stretch through that hip. Right, layer 1 stays there. Layer 2, engage your core before you lift that other foot up. Don't arch through your back. Layer 3, reaching through the keyhole without straining through shoulders and neck. You can straighten your leg if you want a hamstring stretch. Both feet are flexed. Take a breath. Breathing out. Push that bent knee away. Keep your tail down. Relax through your shoulders and jaw. As you breathe out, see if you can just get a little bit more stretch through that hip, through that butt. Right, bringing the foot down, let's do it on the other side. Ankle on thigh, flexing the foot, hand into knee. Push the knee away. Get that stretch through that hip. Layer 2, engage the core before you lift that other foot up. Layer 3, reaching through. Straight leg if you want it. Take a breath. Breathing out, push that bent knee away. Keep your tail down. Relax through your shoulders and jaw. Right, feet coming down. Knees still bent. Put your feet on the outside of your mat. Arms out from shoulders, palms up. Leave one knee to the ceiling. Drop the other one into the middle. Feel the stretch through the outside of your hip. Knee comes up. Drop your other one into the middle. Knee comes up. Drop both knees to one side, keeping your shoulder blades glued to the mat. And then turn your head away from your knees, stretching through the outside of your hip into your lower back. Take a breath. Engage your core before you lift those knees up. Let them relax to the other side, turning your head away. Right, bring those knees up. Engage your core. Bring your knees in. Hug them in. Do a little circle on your lower back. Circle the other way. Rock side to side. Right, massage that spine, whatever feels good for you. Then hug those knees in. And then send them long down the mat. Arms overhead. Full-bodied stretch. Get some distance between those hips and ribs. Arch through your back. Fingers stretching, toes stretching. And relax. Right, let's come on over to our side series, working our hips. Now again, work with your hips. If anything's uncomfortable, just stop, have a stretch. So up to you where your head is, in the fleshy part of your arm or in your hand. Your shoulder, so line yourself up, shoulder and butt at the back of the mat, toes into the opposite corner. Your shoulders, hips, knees and ankles all stacked. You can have your hand in front of your heart for support or on your thigh. Now engage your core. Lift the leg just to hip height and make it long. So feel the pull, relax the toes, they go down and up. Just to hip height, keeping that length. Right, hold it at hip height. Take it as high as you can without rocking back on your hip. Come back to hip height. and high. So working with your hip. Last one. Back to hip height with those toes relaxed, circle from the hip, not just your ankle. And can you make it a circle? And go the other way. If you need to stretch, just drop the knee in front of the chest and give that hip a stretch. Here's your last circle. Hold the foot at hip height, toes relaxed forward. Pulse to back, engage the butt, don't arch through the back. Always keeping that core nice and strong. One more. Right, your version of bicycle, you can either bring it forward or you can take it up. So work with your hip. So nice big movements. Now take your circle the other way. Right, with this one, grab behind the knee and drop it in front of your chest. Give that hip a rub. Right, we're going to do clamps. So knees out from hips, shins parallel to the front of the mat, heels together, hand on hip bone to keep the hip bone to the front, and lift and lower. So don't go too high. You don't want that hip bone to go towards the ceiling. Working the outside of your hip. Right, lift those heels, do it again. Right, bring the feet down. Take the heels back to the back of the mat. Flexing the feet. Right, we're going to work our knees. So bring it up and back. So up in one movement. Holding it at hip height. Lengthen. Bring it back. Now, if this is uncomfortable for anyone's knees, just stop. Right, now we're going to combine. You bring it up, take it out, bring it back and down. Working the outside of that hip as well as your knee. Here's your last one. Right, straighten out the bottom leg. Grab that ankle, put your knees together, roll your shoulder back, press your hip forward, stretch through that hip. Right, we're on the other side. So setting yourself up first. Shoulder and butt at the back of the mat. Toes into the opposite corner. Stack. Hand in front or on the hip. Top leg just to hip height. Make it long. Relax the toes down and up. Always keeping the length in that leg. Holding it at hip height. Now go as high as you can without rocking back on your hip. Here's your last one. Back to hip height, toes relaxed, circle from the hip. Take your circle the other way. Last one. Holding it hip height, toes relaxed, forward, pulse to back, engage the butt, don't let your upper body move. Right, turn this one into a bicycle, knee into chest, heel into butt, long leg out the back. Right, take your circle the other way. Last one. As it goes past, grab behind that knee, drop it into the middle. Give that hip a rub. Right, let's go into your clam. Knees out from hips, shins parallel, ankles together, hand on hip bone, open and close. Now lifting those heels, do it again. Right, bringing those heels back to the back of the mat. So shoulder, butt, heels in line. Flex the feet. You're going to lift and lower, just to hip height, trying to keep the hip, knee, ankle in line. Then holding this one up, lengthen, bring it back. Lengthen, bring it back. Last one. Right, now we combine. Up, out, back, and down. Feeling it in the outside of that hip, working our knee. Last one. Right, straighten out your bottom leg. Grab the ankle of the top leg, roll the shoulder back, pull the heel into your butt, push your hip forward. And release. Roll over onto your tummy. Let's do some arm, upper back work. Right, your elbows in an E. So elbows out from shoulders, palms are down. Gaze stays to the mat. If you need to look at me, look sideways, don't look up. I want you to lift your belly right up off the mat and plaster it against your spine. Now push that belly down into your mat. Right, those are your abs. You're going to lift them up, hold them up. Pull the pelvic floor up nice and strong. Without pressing down on your palms, lift your chest up off the mat. And breath in at the bottom. Breath out as you lift the chest up. That's layer one. Layer two, bring your hands with you. Feeling those shoulder blades pinch. Two more. Last one, hold this one up. 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Shake out your shoulders and butt. Right, we're going to work our shoulders and upper back. Now, if this is uncomfortable for your shoulders, just do something else. You're going to bring your palms under your shoulders. Lift your chest up, keeping your neck long. Lift your palms up off the mat. Breaststroke, you bring it forward. Big circle around, place your palms against your thighs, roll your shoulders back and lift your chest. Breath in, you bring your hands up your sides. Breath out, roll back, lift the chest. Just go as much as your shoulders and upper back allow. Keeping that core strong to protect your lower back. Working through our arms and our back. Here's your last one. Place the palms against the thighs, roll your shoulders back and lift your chest as much as you can, keeping your gaze to the mat. 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Shake out your shoulders and butt. Last thing, so the backs of the hands are against the mat, palms are facing up. Lift your chest up off the mat, roll your shoulders back, and it brings the backs of the hands back off the mat, and then you push your palms into the ceiling, and you bring them down. So core engaged. Imagine you're going through thick mud, and you've got to press those palms up. Engage in your triceps. Last one. Hold it up and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now relax. Put your cheek on the mat. Shake out your shoulders. Shake out your butt. Turn your head. Put the other cheek down. Just stretching through that neck. Then hands under shoulders. Lift yourself up to all fours. And come into cat stretch. So tuck the chin. Tuck the tail. Suck your belly up. See how much stretch you can get through your spine. Take a breath, breathing out. Now bring it through for cow. Roll the shoulders, tip the tail, chest and chin up. Breath in, breath out for cat. Breath in and take it through for cow. And neutral spine, big toes together, knees wide. Sit your tail back. Stretch out in child's pose. So fingertips pressing away, forearms and elbows up. Relax your head down. Put your ball under your head if you need support for your neck. And then press your tail back. Feel a stretch right up into your armpits, then through your back. Keeping your chest and chin low, walk your hands to one side off your mat. And then stretch out again, feeling the stretch through your sides. Bringing yourself back to the other side, chest and chin low, tail pressing back, fingers stretching away. Back to the middle, resting child's pose, knees and ankles together. Sweep the hands around, tuck your fingers under your toes, head comes down, and you're looking between your knees. Let your shoulders waterfall. Again, ball under head if you need that support. Hands under shoulders, lift yourself up. Come on around to seated. Just however you can sit tall. We're just going to do some wrists, so just circle through the wrists. Take your circle the other way. And then fist and stretch, fist and stretch. And give those hands a shake. Get that blood right down to your fingertips. And then fingertips together, shoulders down, elbows out. And you're going to press as firmly as you can. Just strengthening our fingers. Give them another shake. And then cup, open, palms to face, backs of the hands glued. Fingers to the face, fingers to the ground, fingers away. Big stretch at the top. Couple more. Try and get those backs of the hands glued to get that rotation through your wrists. Last one. And give them a shake. Right, we're going to go down to the ground for relaxation. Do you need that heat pump off? Are you okay? Yep. Yep. Okay, so we're going to take ourselves down to the mat. However you can get down. Hold behind or just take your ball down. If you're at home, you might want to grab a cushion to put under your knees. You might want a blanket to put on top. The ball goes under the head and you squash your chin down into your chest to feel the stretch through the back of the neck. Really get that double chin going to get you stretch. Adjust your ball so your chin can come up over the ceiling to the back to feel the stretch through the front of your neck. Chin to ceiling. Drop the chin onto your shoulder, stretching through the side of your neck. Take a breath. Breathing out, chin up over the ceiling to the other shoulder. Chin to ceiling. Draw circles one way on the ceiling with your chin, massaging the ball into your neck. Right, take the circles the other way. Put the ball wherever you need a little bit more pressure. Maybe you've got a little twinge through the neck, middle of the back, between the shoulder blades, and just press down on that ball just to ease that tight fascia. And then up to you how you lie. Whether legs are long, legs are bent, or if lying on your back's uncomfortable, come into recovery position. Arm under head as a pillow, knees tucked towards your chest. Bring your shoulders up to your ears. Now push your shoulders as far away as they'll go. Let those shoulders fall to the mat. Scrap your fingers as tight as you can. Now stretch them wide. Backs of the hands fall to the mat, fingers curl. Scrap your toes unless you cramp. And then stretch them wide. Let the feet relax, toes curl. Scrub your face, tight, tight, tight. Now let the skin of the face smooth away. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it at the top. Now blow it out, blow it out, blow it out, blow it out, blow it out. Empty your lungs of your stale air. Deep breath in. Hold. And send this one out through the palms of your hands. Feel those hands warming up. Deep breath in. And this one goes out through the soles of your feet. Right, gentle breaths as you relax into your mat. The skin on your forehead smooths away. Eyeballs fall back into the sockets. Eyelids smooth. Teeth and lips part. Jaw unhinges. Tongue falls back into the mouth. And the skin of the face falls away from the bones. Let your skull and your neck soften into your mat. Shoulders are heavy. Backs of the arms, backs of the hands sinking. Chest is broad, tummy soft, hips are heavy. Backs of the legs and the feet sinking down into your mat. Take yourself to your happy place, that place where you know peace, where the cares of today are going to melt away. And you're going to lie back and close your eyes. Feel the breeze on your skin. Feel the sun on your face and relax. If your mind wanders, just bring it back to your breath. The breath in and the breath out. The breath in and the breath out, and relax. Now, if you're at home and you're nice and comfortable and quiet, you can spend as long as you like just lying here, relaxing. But in the studio, wriggle your fingers, wriggle your toes. Eyes still closed. Bend one knee and place the sole of the foot on the mat. Bend the other knee, sole of the foot goes down. Eyes still closed. Hug one knee into your ribs. Put that foot down. Hug the other knee into your ribs. Put that foot down. Eyes still closed. Roll yourself to one side off your ball. Use your arm as a pillow. Bring your knees up towards your chest. Palm goes to mat. Push yourself up nice and slow as you open your eyes. Bring yourself around to however you can sit tall, and then take a breath in and stretch through your back. Breath out, soft shoulders, soft elbows down. And again, get that stretch and down. Last one, stretch tall, cup palms, bring them down the center. Drop your shoulders down your back. Chin comes to chest, palms to belly, and you're finished. Well done. Go off and enjoy your Wednesday. Such a gorgeous day. To have plenty of water, keep yourself hydrated. Try and get up off your mat without using your hands, and we'll see you back. If you didn't sign in, please sign out. And if you're at home, just let me know you're there. Leave a comment, it's always nice, and we'll see you back.